Hello everyone, it's Ep4, welcome back to some more Sky Factory 3 quarter chunk challenge. I've been busy on here, as you could expect, and if I look up, you can see just what I've done. What have you done? I figured out my problem. What you can do is you make these transfer filters, you set them to single item. If you don't know what my problem was getting a single coal in here and not having it stack up. I'm out of coal apparently. But goes into here and goes through. That goes into the first cables into the basic capacitor bank. And for some reason, I could not get the basic capacitor bank to output the auto sieves. No, maybe it was I couldn't get the auto sieves to use power from the cables. Something like that. Essentially, if I put a cable between these two, it wouldn't work. I have to put them right next to it. So I had them sifting some dust. They can actually take a little bit more. Go do this because I am just that lazy. It's honestly more efficient to sift it myself. Actually, it's not more efficient. It's faster. I guess it's more efficient. Doesn't use coal. But this works. I just leave it. Let it go. We have 2 stacks of Inferium. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out. You also probably noticed it's really quiet. Why is that? It's because I disabled my mob system. Totally not because a creeper exploded. I don't know what you're talking about. It's all fine. But we're going to upgrade the mob system a little bit today and automate it. Because what's great about mobs is they drop these things called loot bags. And I've been just slowly piling up my loot bag drops together. I have an epic loot bag here. You can actually look at what could possibly be inside it. Nothing here incredibly interesting. Yeah, I guess some capacitors would be good. Upside down Triforce. The epic loot bag, you got an end portal, you got I don't know, diamond horse armor. Pretty cool stuff. And nothing incredibly interesting. I don't know what my plan for loot bags is gonna be. To actually get helpful things. Get a saddle in that one. Ooh, that had some seeds. But I actually did open a loot bag. I got this slimy sapling. I have to plant this at some point. So, what's the plan now? The plan now is to storage. I need a storage system. Really, really bad. So my storage system is going to be just a drawer system with a controller. Drawer controller. And since we're pressed on space, actually I can look at storage drawers. Since we're pressed on space, I'm going to be using basic drawers. I'm not sure if with half drawers you can put 2 half drawers together. If so, I'd be definitely doing that and just upgrading them a ton. Space is a bigger commodity than materials, really. So we need to make this not the compacting drawer, the drawer controller. And this basically means all the drawers are in a single spot. And you can just right click on this and it dumps your inventory and sorts it nice. You can pump items into this, you can pull items out of it. It's a really helpful block. So we need some comparators, which means we need nether quartz. I actually have nether quartz now. I set up a witch farm, a witch water farm, like right here. And with that, you put down some ancient spores, which you get from sifting sand, and some buckets of some barrels of water. And you turn that into witch water. You put sand in, you get soul sand. You sift the soul sand, you get nether quartz. How's the redstone come in? There's a little bit of redstone in here. Okay, so we're gonna use this nether quartz. We're gonna make how many sticks? I have sticks downstairs, I think. Oh no, I have sticks right here. We're gonna make some comparators, like 6. And this. Good. I need a drawer to go in there. I need a diamond. A whole diamond. What will I do? I actually have a lot of diamonds. I needed a drawer. Yes. Quick drawer. Storage drawer. Huzzah! We have the drawer controller. Alright, so now I have a bunch of wood here. I'm going to make as many large drawers as I can. They actually take a ton of chests. I'm gonna make a bunch of chests here. Wood. How do you make it? It's yeah, like that. Oh wow, that makes 4? That makes 4. Wow. Okay, I thought that only made 1. I was expecting I need a lot more wood than I have right now. But okay, 32. That's pretty good. So this block, I know it can do like a wall. It can do a wall of space. Can it do a layer? Because walls are a bit trickier than layers. I'd rather have this be a flat storage system. Like if I put my drawer controller in this corner, it can cover the entire side, like the entire flat area of stuff. And if I can then get the drawers to face downward, then I have access to everything from right here without having to take up working space. I just look up and there's stuff above me. I think that'd be a really good plan. But I'm going to want to need some ceiling space. This is actually taking up a lot more space than I expected. I'm probably going to end up taking out this power system once I get a power system going. I might move it for right now. So yeah, I was planning on doing something else because of the fact that I don't have much wood, but apparently I have plenty. So we don't have to do that. Let me think about this. I have to figure out where this is going to go. Okay, so this apparently you can't have these facing down, which kind of ruins my whole plan there. So I'm just thinking about, I don't know, I'm thinking more about end goals instead of intermediate goals, because I would think about intermediate goals too. That's how we have this thing. We have a lot of space. We have more space than I care to admit, because we have vertical space. We're at y equals 57 right now, which means there's 56 layers of 64 blocks below us. That's a lot of space. And I'm worrying about confining it. I think I'm only going up to half the height of the world right now with the mob spawner. So I have plenty of space. It's traveling vertically is the big thing. So what I kind of want to do is I have ender pearls here, and you can make elevators with these. I want to quick check to make sure there's nothing else. I guess ender tanks and all that are useful. I don't have any blaze rods. I just have blaze powder. And I'm gonna see if you can make blaze rods out of blaze powder. I don't think so. You can use these to make elevators, as far as I remember. Oh, look at this. Oh, so cool. Yeah, just an ender pearl and some wool, and you can travel up and down pretty darn fast. I'd like to have an elevator system in this world. And the way I think I want to do it is not have it in the corner block, because I could fall. That's the first thing. And I might want to put stuff back there. So I'm going to have it one in from the corner. That's going to be universal. That's where I'm going to put my elevators. And I'm going to make, let's say 5, right? 5 elevators. That'll get me started on whatever I have to do. Do I have enough string for this? It's half a stack of string per elevator. So I might not have enough string. I have a lot of string, but probably not enough. Get these trees grown so I can make some more. Never thought I'd be back doing that. I thought I was done. These guys in here. String. I should be able to make a few. By a few, I mean 2. 2 whole elevators. Oh, I have another stack, okay. Make 3 elevators. That'll be enough for right now. Okay. Let's clean up this place a tiny bit. And I can also get rid of, I don't need half slabs anymore. I'm gonna use half slabs. I want to vein mine this, but there's so much wood here. I kind of don't. I'm gonna replace this with a cobble floor. I might even make it fancy. Oh boy. Yeah. Get this place cleaned up a little bit. I don't really come down here that much anyway. This is kind of, I don't know what this is. This could be my tree farm and my tinker's area right here. That'll be this floor. I'll have trees growing. I can get rid of the water source there, get rid of these chests. There'll be another floor that'll be my storage floor, which probably would be this one above me, because it's pretty much in the center. It's the it's like the main focus point. I'm gonna have my main focus point around y equals 60, and far away projects will be way up high. Everything else will center around y equals 60. I might even move. I'll be changing layers around, but I don't know. I want to have a good system in place for this, but I don't have one yet. I'll have to start thinking about stuff like that. Okay, I'm rambling. I'm gonna clean this place up. Hopefully not die doing it. And we will... Elevators. Right. Alright, I'm doing it. I did it. Get rid of the sifter too. Oh, I was gonna do this cool thing with like the orange elevators, the center one. Apparently color actually makes a difference. They're not gonna do that. Hopefully I can color this back to white. How do I make white then? I can't go back. There's no turning back now. Darn. Oh well, we got an orange elevator. Yes. Here is gonna be my thing for today, the thing I was actually going to do. These trees take a long time to cut because I'm using a wooden axe to cut wooden trees. What I was gonna do is I was gonna make a better axe. So you've seen in my inventory this whole time I've had this obsidian axe head. I'm gonna make obsidian axe using some... What do I do with corn kernel? That was a lot of string I got for that. So we got the obsidian axe head. I can do a tool rod. Not sure what I want to do for tool rod. I have the book right here. I was thinking magnetic, okay? Because hitting things attracts nearby things. Oh no, that's hitting things attracts nearby things. That might not be what I want. Oh, mine's fast. Because if it takes hitting things to pick up stuff, it might be swinging your sword, or it might be mining blocks, but I don't know. Wait, increase the overall speed of your tool of mining and attacking. Gain additional experience. Is that tool experience? I don't think it is. But it has a 1.5 modifier, so I might go with that. Dense, lasts longer and has less durability. We go with this, it's 1.1 modifier. Fully deals bonus damage on enemies. Running around charges your tool, hitting on it discharges it. Not what I need. Stiff, blocking reduce my damage. Logical. Nothing for that. I don't know. There's so many options. I kind of like dense. Might go with dense. Actually, no, I can't, because I can't make bronze. Can I? Bronze. Bronze even a thing? It's a tinker's thing. Alright, so the problem is I don't have a smeltery. Mainly because smelteries take up a whole lot of space. So I've been avoiding building one intentionally. And I'd rather use... I think it works. I haven't tried it yet, but you can make a mini smeltery out of a crucible. I think. I could be just entirely wrong. So I have a crucible up here, full of junk, but I can take out that junk. I just want to see if this will work, and if it does, we can go further. Can I put iron? Oh wait, I have the elevator. I was so confused. I forgot I had this elevator. Can I put iron into here? No. Okay. Can I put iron ingots? Okay, so this isn't gonna work. That's fine. I can just make it out of wood. Alright. We're gonna go on a small tangent. Hopefully a small tangent, because I have a lot of stuff I want to do today. We're gonna make some sponge. Why are we going to make sponge? Because sponge is actually a tool. And it has the squeaky modifier, which gives it silk touch. So sponge is a good thing to have. Also, I use sponge and other stuff. You can sieve sponge. That's how you get prismarine. You sieve sponge to get prismarine. So it's just a thing that you need at some point anyway. I guess lily pads and ink. So we need sponge. Because that actually, yes, I remember the big reason for sponge. Growth crystals take sponge. Growth crystal tier 2. Growth crystal tier 1. Yeah, you need sea lanterns right here, which take the prismarine crystals, which you get from sifting sponge. How am I going to get the slime balls for sponge? Well, I happened to get the slimy sapling. I have the elevators earlier. I'm going to move this crafting table and put a dirt here. Bye. Need torches back. Dirt? Anywhere? No? Fine. Back this elevator. Now that I'm using it. I can't do it. Any grass? Only grows on slimy dirt grass. No. Green slimy dirt takes slime balls. Comes from a rare loot bag. Grass. A little better. Less slime balls. It still takes slime balls though. Comes from a rare loot bag. As rare loot bags have all the slime balls in them. Potentially. Or commons have slime balls. Never mind. We're not doing sponge right now. Take an axe and move on. Look how nice. Nice. So I cleaned up. I cleaned up a lot. Basically took out everything. And now we have a nice open field. I also removed this ladder because I kept accidentally using it. Not being like, wait, I have a fast way to do this. Actually, now I want to take these blocks right here. I'm going to put these in the floor. Right around here. This is going to be my tinker's room and tree farm. That's this floor. Not storage. Not a storage room. Part builder. This is the tool station. That's all you need for a tinker setup. Oh, it's so weird. It's so empty. All the storage is going to be up here. Okay? Not in this chest, but in this area. I think what I want to do with this controller. I'm going to make it visible. I'm going to make it a visible controller to everything. This corner right here. This is where I am corner. This is my corner. This is where I go up and down. This is how I access things. Which means this corner way over here is not, that doesn't have to be humanly accessible. So what I'm going to do is for my storage setup, there's not going to be anything really in this corner. So that way, if I have pipes or things running to and from this door controller, it has easy access to it because plenty of space. And then when I get my drawers, they just kind of line it up like this. Actually, would they go in one? They shouldn't have to. But if I want to put stuff behind them, I'm gonna bring them in one. Right. Decisions are hard. Did I just get? No, I didn't. I want these to be in one so I have access to behind them if I want to pull stuff out automatically. Means I might want to bring this one even further in. This has been space suddenly becomes a big problem. I suppose I could just make this yeah, if this is just one-sided like this, I should have enough space for most things if it goes high. this. 6. These sifters are not going to stay here, by the way. I'm going to have an entire separate room where I'm going to set up sifting, and if I want to sift manually, there'll be stuff there to do that. And remove these two. There's darkness back here. I have to fix that. And the controller is going to go right. Can I turn this so it's not facing me? Okay. Then now you can't. It's symmetric. Symmetric. I have access to it. I'm probably going to take out these two also. And then you just stack up the drawers. Can I builder's wand drawers? Dang, they don't face the right way. That's annoying. I'm going to get this set up. This is essentially what our storage room is going to look like. Right, so I'm going to show you what I have going on here. So I put this basic drawer, this drawer here, with 4 slots for wood, apples, saplings, and silkworms, with a advanced item collector in the back. I can just chill here and vein mine all this, and it goes in there. When I need some more stuff, I just grab some of these, do this, take a few more crooks, all that. All that. Don't worry about picking it up. It's gonna get done. And easy. Nice and easy. Oh, okay. I have 3 more suddenly. I gotta cook. It's actually filling up. Worry about space a little bit. Yeah, but this is really easy to just get the tree farm going. The one thing I would like is auto planting. Auto plant new trees. Every now and again when I'm running by, just whack down some trees, get some wood, and then it continues on. But to get auto planting, I gotta go underneath. This is the scary stuff here. Apples. Is that all I have for apples? Wow, I don't have many. Apparently I don't have many apples. That's where I want to be. Nailed it. I forgot the elevator. Plant the sapling from underneath. So it's set to use item on block. While underneath, it can just plant the sapling right on top. So all I need now is to get access to the... a little bit too far. Access to this block. Transfer node on here. I need an item filter to only pull out saplings. So I need some saplings. String. Redstone. I'll tell this saplings only. Whitelist. Dang. Dang being one too far. There. Oh shoot, I just placed 2. Okay, got the saplings anyway. And now I pick mechanical users and put them underneath. Alright. So, progress. I actually have no idea what I talked about last episode. I think I did the tree farm. Tree farm's working. It's working well. My tools aren't actually taking any durability because there's wood in them. Wooden tool rod. Which means it regenerates. But I'm working on some new stuff down here. So if you remember before, I had 2 mechanical users that placed and destroyed compressed stone-type blocks in order to make compressed dust. Well, here I basically took the process and laid it out so I don't have to do anything. It just does it all by itself. So here I got sticks and I got cobblestone. They go into an autocrafter and make hammers, which goes into another autocrafter, makes compressed stone hammers, which then go into each of these and keep them supplied with compressed stone hammers. Over here is where cobblestone is going to be put in, once I put in the cobblestone. Compressed cobblestone will be placed here, broken by the hammer, picked up by this advanced item collector into gravel. Compressed gravel will be pulled out, into here, placed down, picked up by this, and the auto compressor compresses sand into sandstone. So I need to use an auto crafter here to craft it, pull it out, put it in here, compress it to dust, go through, and you get the dust at the end. And from there, however, I plan on making it, sifting the dust. But the amount of dust we're gonna get out of this line in exchange for sticks and stone, which will not break my bones, is more than I ever expect to need for auto sifting. Unless I like the amount of compressed dust I'm gonna get out of this is probably enough for 3 heavy auto sieves, which by the time that becomes an issue, I'll have plants doing it for me probably. So now I gotta take down the amazing cobblestone generators. There's one below this. All right. I think I got it all worked out here. After a lot of trial and error and growing dandelions, these actually have little menus where you can change the radius and put in a little piece of paper here. That piece of paper can actually be an item filter, which takes dandelions. That's the dandelion. I'm not exactly sure this thing works, but it works for right now. Because I don't want to take it out in case I break anything. But it's very similar to one of these item filters, right? The X Utilities one. We right click it, you see this little menu. It's pretty much the same menu, just less pretty and in a straight line. Not less pretty, less design. It's a straight line, it's got the buttons and everything. It's pretty much the same thing. However, when you right click it again, you get an empty window. Like it doesn't show what you did last time. So I'm not sure if it's saving it or not. But for right now, it seems to be working. I filled every slot with sand and put it in here, and it seems to only be picking up sand now. So if I pull this lever, all of these should activate and start hammering their blocks. Should start getting compressed dust. Obviously, it's going to be bottlenecked by the fact that this one takes longer to do than the rest of them, but these will finish up the ones they have. That's so cool. You see this one finish, it just waves down. That's really cool. I could actually probably simplify this and just have the sand filter back into the same one. I really could. I have a really bad habit when it comes to this series of over recording like crazy. It could be that I've lost my touch of how long to record for an episode, or it could be I'm trying to fit in too many things, or it could be I'm just having too much fun. It could be all of those things. But next episode, we address the growing concern of the mob farm. Ideally, we're not going to need this long tunnel because I am going to make, if I haven't already made, diamond spikes using this little stack of 46 diamonds. I should be able to make, yeah, it's like 13 diamonds for 4 spikes. Pretty good deal. 9, 10, 11, 12, 18 diamonds for 4 spikes. That's a decent deal. 4 spikes is definitely enough for a full farm. And diamond spikes will actually get the mob drops, including player kills. So it will get looting bags, which is the biggest concern. Another thing I gotta do, we gotta get to the nether. And the last thing I have to do is I found a life hack for obtaining slime balls when you don't have chunks to explore. So, next episode. Mob farm, nether, slime balls. Hope you're looking forward to that, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.